Welcome to this session on circular value chains. As sustainability becomes a strategic priority, organizations are rethinking how products, services, and systems are designed, not just for use, but also for reuse, recovery, and regeneration. This shift calls for a new kind of value creation, one that's circular by design. Circular value chains aim to minimize waste, extend product life cycles, and create shared value across stakeholders. But how do we implement circular design into practice? And how do we build the right collaborations to make it work? In the following sections, we'll explore the practical steps, stakeholder roles, and innovation strategies that bring circular value chains to life, turning strategic goals into tangible impact. A viable closed-loop supply chain network design integrates sustainability, resilience, and agility across a dynamic stakeholder ecosystem. This network includes customers, retailers, distribution centers, manufacturers, suppliers, recovery and repair centers, disposal facilities, and secondary markets. Each stakeholder plays a critical role, from sourcing and production to reverse logistics and reuse, ensuring the supply chain remains responsive, robust, and circular. By applying resilient strategies, sustainable practices, and agile technologies, the network adapts to disruptions and demand fluctuations, building a supply chain that is ready for the future. To truly embed sustainability into this ecosystem, we need to look beyond logistics and operations. We must integrate environmental and social considerations into the very fabric of innovation. This brings us to the next layer, sustainable design. Across four levels, product, service, organization, and collaboration, specific activities guide how sustainability is implemented in practice. At the product level, the focus is on lifecycle analysis and product development. Understanding a product's full life cycle helps set design goals like repairability, modularity, reducing environmental impact, and extending product lifespan. At the product service system level, sustainability means considering user interactions and stakeholder dynamics. Key activities include stakeholder analysis, service development, and experimentation through pilots and demonstrations. At the organizational level, viability becomes critical. Core activities include business modeling, writing business cases, financial forecasting, and risk assessment, ensuring sustainable solutions are economically sound. Finally, at the collaboration level, the focus shifts to transforming entire industries and ecosystems. This involves industry and sector analysis, strategic foresight, and transformational leadership, engaging public and private actors to drive systemic change. Together, these levels form a comprehensive roadmap for embedding sustainability into innovation, from individual products to global ecosystems. As the before mentioned might suggest, designing for sustainability isn't just about structure, it is about purpose. At the heart of every sustainable business lies a compelling value proposition. Not just any offering, but one that solves real problems and creates shared value across a network of stakeholders. And to craft such a proposition, we need more than good intentions. We need user-driven innovation. This is a dynamic approach that helps companies overcome the hurdles of sustainable innovation by involving the people who matter most. Enter user-driven innovation approach. It starts with 3 simple and powerful steps: talk, think, and test. First, we talk. We engage stakeholders, employees, clients, and even environmental organizations to understand their needs, their goals, and perspectives. Through interviews and co creation sessions, we build a network of voices that shape the problem and reveal hidden opportunities. Next, we think. We reframe the sustainability challenge using stakeholder insights. What began as a focus on energy efficiency evolves into a broader vision: corporate sustainability. Then we test. We build a minimum viable product, measure impact, refine assumptions, and iterate until the solution fits the problem. The result? A sustainable value proposition that boosts employee engagement, enhances public image, and supports environmental organizations. At the heart of it all is a simple cycle: talk, think, and test. This iterative journey transforms ideas into impact, one stakeholder, one solution, and one step at a time. Designing sustainable value isn't just about solving problems. It's about co creating a future where business and sustainability thrive together. As we've seen, circular design is more than a product innovation, it's a system shift. To truly design for sustainability, we must consider the entire life cycle of a product, from sourcing and use to recovery and regeneration. This demands more than isolated solutions. It calls for a circular system that is intentional, inclusive, and adaptive. But systems don't build themselves. They begin with people, with stakeholders brought in from the very start of the value proposition design. Their insights, needs, and collaboration shapes the solutions that are not only viable, but valuable. Whether we reimagine materials, services, or business models, the path forward is clear. Design with the end in mind and co-create with those who will carry it forward. Because in a circular world, every beginning is also a continuation. And every design is a chance to regenerate value for people, for businesses, and for the planet.